but $40 is a small investment to make in your health for the potential return you could get on this blender. I personally don't know how long this blender will last. Will I use it once? Will it blow up? Will it not work tomorrow? I mean, it seems like a pretty solid unit to me, and I should get at least a couple years used out of it.
So
but that being said, I use my high-end vacuum blender at home, but this would be a perfect size for a travel vacuum blender.
Okay.
Towers.
You're talking too much.
So the machine will not come.
I just want to see how it
besides
works.
blending in it, pump on here, press the button, and it's going to suck out all the excess oxygen. So now when you're blending in an oxygen deprived environment. So the first thing I want to do for you guys is actually give you guys an example of how this vacuum blender works, and also do one of my first tests to see how well it grinds up flax seeds in a flax meal. I encourage you guys to eat flax seeds on a regular basis. They're high in omega-3 fatty acids.
Could you imagine if this was the one tool that like was needed to like solve the problem with everybody making their
specifically, even maybe regulate menstrual cycles potentially. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take the carafe, and we're just going to go ahead and drop in some flax seeds. This is a common test I do on other vacuum blenders to check its performance and see how sharp the blades are. Meanwhile, while this is going, we can lock it into the base. There's a little arrow here with a lock and unlock that you want to line up with the arrow here and drop that right in. And you can then turn it to the lock position. And once you put it in the lock position, then you can go ahead and press the on button, but we're not going to press any buttons yet until it's fully vacuumed. Now, one of the things I don't like about the iKitch is that it's not super easy to use non-pre-programmed functions. You have this one button that's called Pulse or Extra that you can use it to do manual blends, but otherwise you have these buttons here. Most of the buttons will work when you're using the standard carafe, but a few of the buttons will only work if you're using the smaller carafe for blending the personal size. Once that vacuum shuts off, we're going to put it on, press it one more time. Let it suck a little more air out and see how much it pulls down. Then it stops, so we got a good vacuum on there. We'll remove this. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the nut and flour button because we want to turn this into like a flour. And let it go. Alright, so I ran it for partial of the cycle, and also shook it up a little bit as I'm blending, so I got a little bit better agitation. Next step is we're going to go ahead and put it into my jar with my pre-ground flaxseed.